Alright, what's good, y'all? It is the end of the year, kind of close to it. We getting to that point, and basically, I want to do another kind of like, I guess, look back type of thing on this because I don't know we did it last year, but I know we did it 1 year before, where it was like the end of the year again, and we basically did like a giant reflection over the entirety of the year, and basically just what our thoughts is on it, and what we thinking at the moment and all that type of stuff. And that's essentially what I want to do again. And for this one, I'm not necessarily gonna lie, I might get a little ranty, mainly because ah, I don't know. I feel like things could be better, honestly. Like for the good part of this year, we did get to 2,000, which that's nothing to scoff at. That's something to be proud of, and I'm definitely proud of that. And I'm happy that we do have 2,000 people plus in here, which is great, right? But outside of that, there's not really much that happened this year. Like, yeah, we tried different ideas, waifu material, that's like a thing, and a little bit of the bust down that I did, which gotta get back on that at some point. And, Kagasa Store is always popping up with some nice stuff and some memes. But outside of that, there really hasn't been much this year, right? And I guess in terms of like crazy things happening, the only crazy thing that happened recently was obviously again the video that got clipped into some bigger channel's video, which was still something crazy. But I didn't really see any dividends coming from off that. Like there was not really anything that popped off with that, and that's unfortunate for me because obviously whatever type of publicity that I do get or whatever, it's gonna be hella helpful, and that has not really been a lot of big things that's been going on for me this year. Honestly, it really hasn't. At this point in time, I'm kind of just like thinking about all the stuff that I did this year, all the stuff I've been through, and at the end of everything, it's still just like, bro, I try to be as creative as I possibly can, try to reach out for certain things when it comes to certain people, and still at the end of the day, what has really happened this year for majority of it, nothing really popped off this year. The only thing that I guess you could also check into the good side of things too is that we now average on like 100 views when there's a good video, but that only relies on specific type of videos, right? Like things like because the story gotta take a long ass time if it even hits 100 views. Then you have things like other things I'm really interested in to talk about, maybe like something of games or something like that. That'd be hitting like 60 some views, and that doesn't really hit well. And I'm not trying to hyper focus on the views or anything like that, but it just things that I happen to notice, and it's just like, oh, okay, well, I guess that's how that is, honestly, right? It's like, I'm trying to make good ideas, good content, and whatever I can do, and just try to give the best of what I can do. But at the end of the day, I still notice, and mainly have to kind of notice because analytics about how the channel is just going and how it's operating and all that type of stuff as well. So it's a lot that kind of goes into it, but still nonetheless, it just, I don't know. It just feels like I've been chucking in a big ton of effort into a lot of the stuff I've been doing, but at the very same time, it's still like, nah, you good. You don't get you don't get shit. You don't get a damn thing, honestly. And I don't know why that is, right? I really don't. Maybe I should do more waifu materials on VTubers that is like well known, and maybe see we just say some outrageous things, right? Maybe that's something that we should do. Maybe that's making more skits of Kokatsu using those type of VTubers and other type of things that might piss some people off or something like that. Who knows? Like that's kind of where my brain is going at the moment. But then at the same time, it's like I ain't trying to do something that actively pisses people off or anything like that. It's kind of just like I don't know, but something just has to kind of start moving when it comes to the channel. That's basically what I'm getting at essentially, because I don't want to necessarily just be like, well, this year ended and 2024 is going to be our year. I don't want to necessarily say that because look at this year. This year really wasn't anything outside of a few things, and when it comes down to things, this year should have been better. This should have been the parts of like, I don't know, some type of breakout. There should have been some type of breakout this year, but we didn't get that, honestly. And that's really unfortunate. And would I say 2024 be the breakout year? I don't know. I can't tell you because it just doesn't really work out for me, honestly. Even when I'm trying to, cooperate or try to get the attention of certain people, shit just not work right at all. Like, that shit doesn't work right. Whether it's literally me reaching out for, a specific idea or literally asking for help, still across the board just basically gets ignored, and it's just hella annoying when it comes down to things. And then sponsorship's been a hassle and like a whole big pile of trouble trying to figure out how to get that to go, and where do you find sponsorships at and stuff like that, and how we go about that. And that's like a whole bit of nonsense. I don't even know where to begin when it comes to that. And when it comes down to things on that front, it's just not easy. It really isn't. Because I ain't gonna necessarily lie. I'm like, bro, you mean to tell me that of all the people that's out there, make all kinds of content, maybe make something that's way worse or weirder than I do, or potentially be a more worse of a human being or something like that, but they get sponsors and yet nothing to your boy? Like, that feels a bit strange, honestly. So trying to figure that out really is like a whole hassle and a half, honest. And the thing is, I know it'll be easier to just do more basic content like cover the news or basically do reactionary type of content or something of the sort. But at the end of the day, I just like to make creative shit. Even if it's something stupid like the last meme I posted, then, it is what it is for me. When it comes on things, I just like to do something that possibly no one has thought about doing before, or maybe it is out of pocket, and maybe somebody might get acting a bit crazy when it comes to it. But still, nonetheless, I'd rather just have it out there as an idea just to laugh at something, than not necessarily have anything out there at all when it comes down to things, right? And that's something that I take heavy consideration into, right? And a lot of times, even when it comes to certain videos, I have to kind of be like, all right, well, let's make a video on this one thing, but then I have to change my mind about it because I'm like, would people really sit down and watch that? Or would that even get me the viewership that I need? And then I have to kind of basically calibrate what I'm thinking to do a whole nother idea. And a lot of times I'll just basically be like doing that. There's sometimes where I basically just go ahead with the idea anyway, even though I don't think it's really that good. But still, nonetheless, I'll do it on occasion to see what kind of happens. Because today I was actually going to talk about a manga that I've been reading that's hella entertaining, and I really do think should get an anime. But the only reason why I didn't bother making it, because I'm like, does people really care about something like this? Would this be for somebody that really will want to watch this? Would this even help the channel out in some shape or form? I don't necessarily know. And then what Omega sucks about the situation as well, it's just that also I don't really know that many people when it comes down to, making content themselves and things of the sort, right? And again, I tried reaching out to people before, but always get ignored, bro. And so it's just like, what's the point in trying that when it should be like more of a they will come to me type of situation, right? And that plan really hasn't worked out in anything. So it's also like, what the hell do we do there? There's just a lot of things when it comes to the channel that definitely it's really like how a lot of y'all originally said, who was originally part of the channel in the beginning. This channel has a lot of potential, but it just has yet to pop off. And I'm just wondering, where is that moment coming from? Where it's gonna have to come from? Because I don't necessarily know. And it's been like an annoying ride of it, honestly, ever since, trying to start this channel, try to do something good. When you think you have a good idea for a video, maybe it might work out well, or somewhere in the video just blow up. You think, okay, this finna be some fire stuff coming through later, only to not necessarily get that at all. It's just been a struggle, honestly. When I can tell you anything about content creation, it's just the fact that it's a damn struggle trying to get somewhere, honestly. Especially when you're limited on tech and basically limited with what you can do, because so many people stream to the point it's absolutely insane. And basically, if you're not streaming, you're kind of screwed on some things as well, right? It's not the end of the world if you can't stream, but a lot of people stream, and it's like, it's starting to bite me to the point, it's just like, yeah, okay, I really want to find a way to do so, but I don't have the space. I don't even have a house to be doing that in, honestly. So that's also like a whole nother thing. And everybody just do it. But to basically wrap all this up though, like I'm not necessarily gonna hold you. I'm just ready for some type of break, some type of move, some type of whatever when it comes down to things because this something gotta crack when it comes to this, right? Something just has to, you know? I don't know what. I don't know in what shape and form. I don't know how, but something gotta crack when it comes down to this because this ain't making no type of sense to basically still be here over 4 years and then now over 1,000 vids, which it shows my stubbornness. So if you're thinking that oh, once I just hit that point, it's over with. No, that's not how that's gonna go. But my point is, I'm just ready for like a change, honestly. Like I'm ready to be in a position where I'm not necessarily in need of a whole bunch of nonsense anymore, honestly. Where I don't have to be stressing about it and be nagged about it constantly and just basically be at a point where oh, money is like the thing that has to be on the brain, especially when it comes to like other responsibilities and things of that sort, and constantly shoving it down your throat in every single video. If I'm being honest with you, I just don't feel like dealing with that. But that's just kind of how it is when it comes on things, and there's not really much I can do to change it until this channel does something or somebody sees it and stop being a coward and start saying something about this channel, honestly. So that just kind of is what it is with that. But yeah, I guess that's essentially all I have to say for this one. I don't know where I was going with this rant, but basically, as far as 20 to the 4 goes, it's a toss-up. Who knows? We might still be here next year in the same position, and we might just not necessarily be able to get any damn where. I'm not doubtful, but it's gonna take some. It's gonna have to take some type of miracle or something like that to give me my lucky break when it comes out of things too. Because I don't know. Like I feel like we should have been way further beyond, where we are currently. I don't know why. I don't know why we're still here, but it just hella aggravating that we're not progressing bigger and faster as it should be, right? You know, it just feels like a hella big struggle. Not to mention the points in time we have, constant lagging of like the subscribe count because sometimes I want to stay in one range of numbers like 208 to 212 and then go back and down and fluctuate through that time over and over again and don't know what caused that to happen and all that sort of stuff. And it's just like, come on, dude, like something has to give, so obviously the only thing I would really say when it comes on this video is just like tell people that we exist on this channel, tell them that you should check out this guy and all the other jazz and stuff and whatnot. Because again, something gotta come through. Something has to come through at this point because there ain't no way. I refuse to believe that this channel can't hit a big ass milestone. I refuse to believe that it can't do that because it 100% should be able to. As much as I've been trying to put out different ideas and different things and all that sort of stuff, there should be a way. There should be a way, even for my crazy ass. There should be a way. But that's essentially all I really got for you. So hopefully you did, I don't know, enjoy? Did you enjoy? I don't necessarily know. But when it comes down to things, let me know in the comments what you think about the channel as well. I want to hear feedback. I do want to, hear what your responses is because that's important. And I do want to know what you just think overall. So let me know in the comments below. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. And also, again, if you'd like to donate to the channel, Kofi and, Cash App is available as well. Throwing gifts is a thing that you can look into if you want to. And merch on sale for Friday. So that's also like a thing. And until then, it's your boy Jay, signing off. Have a blessed day.